Taurus, and welcome to your reading for January the 20th through January the 26th. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble. And let's get right into your reading, shall we? Okay, this is for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus for this coming week, January the 20th through the 26th? 3 cards for Taurus. Oh, wow. 3 cards jumped out just like that. Oh, wow. Then none of them are turned up. Okay. Let's go to clarifying cards. I did shuffle off screen and do a meditation, but I'd just like to do one more just for, on screen for you guys. This is for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus through these clarifying cards for January the 20th through the 26th? Please clarify. Okay. And please clarify. I don't have my glasses. Okay. There it is. And please clarify. There it is. Okay, let's take a look at your cards, Taurus. Okay, the first card out for you is the 3 of Swords, clarified by the Fool. Then you have the 8 of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Cups. Then you have the 3 of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess. So the first card out is the 3 of Swords. This is an iconic card, it's a big heart with 3 swords in it. It's, pain. No way about it. This is a broken heart. This is really an old pain, guys, it was installed many years ago, but different scenarios, different situations, and what people say may kick this pain up again. But when this card comes in, it's saying, listen, take it in, because mostly the pain of this card is avoiding it. And it's like it causes so much pain in the avoidance, actually. So this card is coming in saying, take it in, feel it in your heart, cry it out. If you can connect the dots, it's even more powerful, right? It can't hurt you. Once you address it, it can't hurt you as much. It might be a dull pain here and there, but it's not like, look, this could have happened when you were a kid and your mum left town for a few days and you felt abandoned as a child or something because you didn't know where your parent was, So, it could be that, but it could be more significant and something that you remember, or a recurring theme in your chart. This is what I call the pain body. I don't call it the pain body. I refer to it as the pain body because Eckhart Tolle talks about the pain body in A New Earth Awakening. If you haven't read that book, read it. It's fabulous. So he talks about we recreate the pain body, right? Because the pain body needs that pain to survive, to keep going, right? So we recreate it by, choosing the wrong kind of partner, choosing someone that's not emotionally unavailable, or choosing someone that's, is going to cheat on us. It's or that those behavior patterns are already there, and you might know about them, but you think you can change this person, and that's happened to many people. And there's very few that actually are able to change those patterns in someone. So anyway, this is pain. But what's really great, right, is you have the Fool. And don't forget, this is all about changing patterns and behaviors. So this could be a pain that you've been almost comfortable with. Sometimes we're comfortable with discomfort, right? We don't know what to do when we're not in discomfort. Some people are like that. And look, clarifying it, you have the Fool, and the Fool is the number 0. So this is infinite. That means infinite possibilities, right? This is a new beginning for you. This is about leaving this pain behind and moving forward in excitement and joy and happiness, and look upon this change as a new adventure. Look, some of you, this can be somebody leaving you. It can be a relationship breaking up, and it doesn't feel great. But this is a new beginning to a new start. That's an adventure that's really going to be better than where you are. It's a chance to start something new and to leave this behind, Taurus. So it's about leaving this in the past. Now, the next card out for you is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is, it's known as the Apprentice card. And this is about, this could be a new course in study. Perhaps you want to study something and you can start those lessons, whatever it is, or go to, go back to school, but this is a wonderful opportunity to, and look, sometimes you don't have to go to school. You can learn for somebody else, like an apprentice. You can do that if you can't afford kind of lessons. Maybe you can work, be an assistant, and get your knowledge that way. So this is a wonderful opportunity to further your education. And look, clarifying, I really feel that you want to do something different. You really want to start something new. And I think learning everything you can about it would, and the Venus sextile Jupiter this week is a wonderful energy to kind of start that, to start on higher education, to go back to school, to learn something new. And the Page of Cups is telling you that you're ready to move on to the next phase of your life. And this is this is a gift. This is a beautiful gift that I feel that some of you are really going to go back to school and do well at it. You'll get that opportunity. I feel that it's going to come up for you. But, take action with it, definitely. And look, darling, you have the 3 of Wands, and this is Jupiter. This is expansion. He's standing on the dock, and he's watching his ship come in. He's not waiting for it. He sees it. It's getting unloaded. So when it comes in, when this card comes into a reading, it's saying, make long-term optimistic plans. Listen, if your ship was in and they were unloading all these riches, you'd be like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. And, you would be making those optimistic long-term plans. You would see the long game because you've got it, your ship's in. So you really have to have that kind of energy, a positive, optimistic viewpoint. You're being asked for that. And look, you've got the High Priestess coming in. And so the High Priestess is going to give you the keys to the Akashic Records. This is saying, trust your gut feeling, your intuition. Do not deny it. Don't second guess it. If you get that feeling in your stomach, you go with it. How many times has someone said, I thought I had that feeling that, my gut told me not to do it, but I did it anyway. And it didn't turn out so well. Trust. The High Priestess is here. She's at the Temple of Solomon. She's going to give you the keys to the Akashic Records. You'll have wisdom. You'll have that special intuitive and psychic ability this week. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for the astrology report, which is right after this. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading for January the 20th through the 26th. And we start on Monday, January the 20th. The sun moves into Aquarius, and this is also Martin Luther King Day. I have a dream. It is about groups. It's about humanitarianism. It's about the collective. It's about inclusive as opposed to divisive. So groups and associations are favored. Get involved with your community, get involved with politics, get involved with like-minded people. Find your tribe. This is a perfect time to do it. And happy birthday, Aquarius. Okay, so then we move on to Tuesday, the 21st. The moon is void of course all day. It's very similar to Mercury retrograde. You don't want to sign any contracts or commit to anything. It's when the moon is kind of between signs, has moved away from one sign, it's kind of stuck there, out there in space, and it hasn't moved into the next sign yet. So it's just still. So do not commit to anything. Don't sign any contracts, no legal documents. Just be very careful about that. And it's all day. So you want to make sure that you're not doing anything like that. So the only thing to be aware of is the tendency to overindulge. So you could, Jupiter is about expansion. You could expand your waistline. Stay away from the sweets. All right, because you can get a sweet tooth at this time, or overdo anything kind of addictive or distraction, any kind of distraction that could become addictive. You can have that tendency. So resist the urge, guys. Okay, now on Friday, the 24th, we have the new moon in Aquarius at 4 degrees and 22 minutes. And it's at 4:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This gives me an opportunity to tell you about my Facebook group. Every 2 weeks, I do a live feed just in the group. It's a private group. And we look at whomever attends, we look at their sign and we see how they're receiving the energy, which area of life they're receiving it. And I also have my credit cards. I don't have my credit cards. I have my tarot cards ready to answer questions. We have fun in there. So I'll probably be doing that live feed the day before on the 23rd. So anyway, you might want to join that. I'll have the link to it below in the show more section. So then this new moon it'll really affect people born between 0 and 8 degrees in the fixed signs. That's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. They are most significantly affected. Now, we are moving into the Aquarius energy slowly but surely. And I want to sing that song. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Can't help myself. So Aquarius is all about the individual being unique, being quirky, outside the box, kind of, unconventional, if you will. And also, it's about groups and, tribes and like-minded people. It's inclusion. It's getting people together. It's really social and intellectual. So it's also very kind of revolutionary in a way that they want to stand up, they want to fight, it's about protests, it's about fighting for the underdog, for the unfair, for the unjust, and the inequality. So we are definitely moving towards a more equal, fair and just society. And I'm saying that because this is the new moon. It's the start of it. Where can you change? What can you start that's new? What can you start that's maybe you can start new behavioral patterns, or, maybe you can start a new you might have been playing around with an idea, really innovative idea, and perhaps you can start that, right? And see where it kind of comes to fruition in 2 weeks' time at the full moon, or maybe 2 full moons thereafter. But this is a much lighter feeling from that heavy Capricorn energy, the Earth sign, Capricorn, and all those planets in Earth. And everything is slowly but surely moving into the age of Aquarius. This is the beginning of it. We're really seeing it. We're really feeling it. It's very progressive energy. That's why it seems that politically people are getting more and more progressive. Even people a few years ago that laughed at that and thought it was crazy are now on board with that. So it's interesting to see this energy come to life and to play out. Now, on the downside of that, it's, this is an air sign. It's about intellect. It's about the mind. So sometimes Aquarius can be a little detached emotionally. They're driven for a purpose, but they may not have the compassion. So they need to connect with their heart. Now, Leo is opposite Aquarius, and Leo is heart-centered, right? And Aquarius is all about the mind and the intellect. So if you can meet that beautiful heart centered energy in the middle, Aquarius can come together with Leo, then this is a beautiful energy. Remember, heart-centered, be heart-centered, as well as all that other wonderful energy that Aquarius brings in. Now, yes, this new moon is not without a challenge because it squares Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So rebelliousness is prevalent at this time. It's going against the grain. It's, against authority. It's challenging authority. So unpredictability and power struggles and maybe conflict can occur. The urge to act rashly, perhaps, and completely upset the apple cart. So you have to resist the urge to take quick action, to act rashly. Try to hold yourself back and think about things. Resist the urge to speak out, perhaps verbally, quickly say what you think, because this is, you may regret what you say later. So resist that urge. So join me on my Facebook group for the live feed, which will probably be Thursday, and we'll talk more about this new moon. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. This is a viewer-supported channel. So another way to help this channel is by going to Patreon. Check out this link here and check out my Patreon page. I post things there that I don't post in other places. And I also I write this report and they get the written report before I record it. So you can see, if you can't remember and you don't feel like looking at the video again, you can, check that out as soon as these are released on Monday usually. I usually start uploading these videos on Sunday, but some of them don't get uploaded until Monday because, my equipment is less than efficient at times. So it takes a very long time. It's crazy. But with a few more patrons, I might be able to upgrade my equipment. Anyway, and of course, if you can't, that's totally great. Just the fact that you're here and you are supporting me by watching my channel and by liking, sharing, and commenting is all really good. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.